Testimonies of local residents and monks in liberated Svyatogorsk, Donetsk People's Republic, confirmed that Ukrainian nationalists deliberately set fire to the wooden skit of All Saints of the Russian land on June the 5th. According to eyewitnesses, as early as June the 2nd, the Ukrainian military arrived at the territory of the Svyatogorsk Historical and Architectural Reserve located south of the city across the river. The aim was to survey the area for the placement of artillery positions by the Ukrainian armed forces on the high bank where the architectural reserve is located. The equipment of these positions would have allowed direct fire on the Russian troops on the other side of the river. Here they also planned to defend the bridge over the Seversky Donets River, which had already been blown up by the nationalists on June the 6th. Knowing well that Russian servicemen do not shell places of worship and cultural monuments, the Ukrainian nationalists hoped to shield themselves behind the Orthodox shrines of Lavra as their shield. The insolence of the Ukrainian nationalists has angered local residents. They demanded that the military withdraw from Lavra to prevent its destruction. By June the 4th, during the fighting in Svyatogorsk, the Ukrainian army had already lost control of most of the city. So the retreating nationalists organized a monstrous provocation. According to local residents, a large-caliber machine gun mounted on an armored vehicle set fire to the newly built wooden skit of All Saints of the Russian land in 2009 with a burst of incendiary ammunition. It was not only the monks who tried unsuccessfully to put out the burning skit, but also the members of the local territorial defense who came to help them. The nationalists prevented this by firing intimidating shots. Despite the hostilities in Svyatogorsk, there has been no damage to historical and Orthodox monuments on the territory of the Holy Domitian Svyatogorsk Lavra by Russian servicemen. Footage of the current state of the cultural, historical, architectural and Orthodox monument of Svyatogorsk Lavra is brought to everyone's attention. Thus, Zelensky, with his statements about Russia's allegedly conscious destruction of Ukraine's cultural heritage and his demands to expel Russia from UNESCO and the UN for this, once again lied not only to the Ukrainian people, but also to the entire international community. The Russian armed forces continue the special operation to liberate Donbass, preventing shelling or possible damage to historical and cultural heritage sites. The values of the Ukrainian Nazis in Kiev are the opposite of the historical values of the Orthodox people of Ukraine. There can be no future for the current Kiev regime's criminal anti-Christian policy in Ukraine.